On the top 10. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Let's begin the top 10 series of top 10 most powerful people of world. Number 10. Larry Page. Larry Page sits at the helm of Alphabet, the parent company of Google, healthcare division Calico, smart home appliance division Nest, and more. He co-founded Google in 1998 with fellow, Stanford PhD student Sergey Brin. With Brin, Page invented Google's PageRank algorithm, which powers the search engine. Page was Google's first CEO until 2001. After serving as president of products, he took the CEO job again in 2011. Number 9. Narendra Modi. India's populist Prime Minister remains hugely popular in the second most populous country on earth, with a population of 1.3 billion people. In November 2016 he unexpectedly announced plans to eliminate India's two largest banknotes in a bid to reduce money laundering and corruption. Modi has raised his profile as a global leader in recent years during official visits with Donald Trump and Xi Jinping. He has also emerged as a key figure in the international effort to tackle climate change, as warming affects millions of his country's rural citizens. With 43 million followers, he is the second most followed world leader on Twitter, behind Donald Trump, 52 million. Number 8. Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud. His father remains king of Saudi Arabia, but the crown prince has consolidated power beyond any doubt and taken control of the country. In November 2017, Al Saud led an anti-corruption campaign that caused many prominent Saudis to be arrested and forced to turn over their fortunes. As a result of the campaign, 10 Saudi billionaires were dropped from Forbes' annual list of the world's billionaires. The Crown Prince will be the fulcrum around which the Middle Eastern geopolitics moves for the next generation. Number 7. Bill Gates. With his wife Melinda, Bill Gates chairs the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the world's largest private charitable foundation. The foundation works to save lives and improve global health, and is working with Rotary International to eliminate polio. Gates has sold or given away much of his stake in Microsoft. He owns just over 1% of shares and invested in a mix of stocks and other assets. He remains a board member of Microsoft, the software firm he founded with Paul Allen in 1975. In late 2016, Gates announced the launch of a $1 billion breakthrough energy investment fund with about 20 other people. Number 6. Pope Francis. Pope Francis is the spiritual leader to more than 1/6 of the world's population, 1.3 billion people. He has made it his personal mission to transform the long-standing conservative image of the Catholic Church. In November 2016 he gave priests the power to forgive women who undergo abortions. He has continued to push for climate change reform, better treatment of refugees and greater attention to persecution of religious minorities. Still, Francis has kept some traditional aspects of the Church in place, including a ban on female clergy members. Number 5. Jeff Bezos. Amazon's chief Jeff Bezos is the first person with a net worth surpassing $150 billion in the 3 decades that Forbes has tracked the richest Americans. He owns 16% of e-commerce colossus Amazon, which he founded in a garage in Seattle in 1994. Bezos attended Princeton and worked at a hedge fund before quitting to sell books online. His other passion is space travel. His aerospace company, Blue Origin, is developing a reusable rocket that Bezos says will carry passengers. Bezos purchased the Washington Post in 2013 for $250 million. Number 4. Angela Merkel. The de facto leader of Europe, Merkel won a hard-fought election that saw the far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD, party creep into the Bundestag. After struggling to form a government, Merkel finally agreed to a grand coalition with her old partners, a deal that came at a high price for her. She'll have to continue to hold tight to the EU rudder as she faces oncoming storms from Brexit and the growing anti-immigrant sentiment in Europe. She's working from a position of strength as Germany's economy continues to grow. After a slump in 2015, GDP is on the upswing. Born in 1954 in Hamburg, Merkel became the first woman Chancellor of Germany in 2005 and is currently serving her fourth term. Number 3. Donald Trump. Donald Trump became the first billionaire president in the United States history in January 2017. The core of his fortune is tied up in a half-dozen buildings in and around Midtown Manhattan in New York City, where luxury real estate values have fallen recently. Trump also owns golf courses and a winery and has licensed his name to companies around the world. He got his start working for his father, Fred, who developed low-cost housing in Brooklyn and Queens. Trump tapped his two eldest sons, Don Jr. and Eric, to run the family business while he is in office. Number 2. Vladimir Putin. Voted the world's most powerful person 4 times between 2013 and 2016, Russia's president has exerted his country's influence around the world. An FBI investigation is underway to determine whether Trump's campaign had a relationship with high-ranking Russian officials during the elections. Trump and Putin have denied the allegations, though Facebook admitted that 126 million Americans saw political ads purchased by Russian organizations. Born in 1952 in St. Petersburg, Putin served as prime minister for 1 year during Yeltsin's presidency and ascended to the highest office in 2000. Putin's international influence stems largely from Europe's dependence on Russian oil and gas. State-owned Gazprom is one of EU's largest suppliers. And finally, number 1. Xi Jinping. The leader of the world's most populated country and second largest economy, GDP, Xi Jinping holds a firm grasp on China's only political party. In March, China's parliament amended its constitution, broadening Xi's power and scrapping term limits. After ascending to the presidency in 2012, Xi was quick to see the benefits of privatization-friendly reform. He is widely credited with the slogan Chinese Dream, a set of personal and national ideals for the advancement of Chinese society. He has a surprisingly assertive public profile, even allowing the state media to publish a day-in-the-life account of his workday. Thanks for watching. Please comment down for the suggestion of topic for our next video.
Please like, comment and subscribe the channel.